Mic check. Mic check. Hope everything's working good. I don't know if there's any game audio and mic audio. Allow these shaders to download, and we'll hop right back in this for a little bit. Won't be live as long as we were yesterday because starting late. I mean, my internet's really bad tonight for whatever reason, so we're just gonna do as much as we can until I'm ready to get off. Perfect, thanks, X. All right, let's see. Fitness gymnastics. Oh, I suck at this. Oh, I suck at this. Yeah, but hold on, X. Hold on. We'll get there, Rev. We'll get there, Rev. Can we, like, get out of this, though? I got a reward for it. Whatever. And unlock some more stuff, so that's fine. Alright, now we gotta figure out where we're gonna be going from here on out. Alright, so where is my next step? Let me grab a teleport over here real quick. I see a chest. Here we go. Why won't it let me grab these anymore? I don't understand. Give you a like, but why can't we grab these things anymore? I used to be able to get these, but I can't get them anymore. I wonder what the reason is for that. Did he just moan? Interesting. Where do I go, though? Go to the mail in your pause menu? What do you mean the mail in my pause menu? I don't even know how to pause in this game.
Catastrophe. Better go have a look.
what these are. We're gonna claim all of them because I didn't even know that I needed to claim some of these. Probably be very helpful. Yeah, see, like I'm missing a lot of stuff. Ooh, that's a nice blade actually. I'm gonna equip that now actually. What is this one? Okay. Yeah, I'm way behind on a lot of stuff. So many of these I can use. Let's do a breakthrough because I think that's why I'm not able to go any further than I am. 3 waves again. I don't know if this new blade that I have is better or worse than the one I had before. Oh shit. Can you let me like kill you, bro? I mean, it's a slow swinging blade, but it does a lot of damage. I think it's like the downside. It's just not as fast as the stuff I would like. I like to fight like very fast with it, but it does a lot of damage. I gotta get rid of these archers. Where are you going, bruv? Come back here. Oh, that finisher is crazy on this one, though.
Bow your head to die.
What? Did he just take steroids or something?
Hard like morning dew.
Kill him fast. Oh, these things again, dude. These things are tough. What the fuck? Ooh. Didn't know I could do that.
Edge.
How are you still alive? The fuck? Alright, give me my last wave. Oh my god. They got me fighting two bosses at once. Holy shit. This is gonna be a problem. Now I see why it's 6 minutes.
Brave soul. Cut their line.
Because one's got that shield you gotta break through before you can even do damage to him. And he's got the prison thing where, like, if he hits you, you're stuck.
The cold edge.
Oh, they're fucked. There we go. I broke down his shield a little bit.
To hell.
Why does it cancel my specialties sometimes, bro? This guy's drinking up potions and shit to make himself get healthy again, bro. Fuck that shit.
This is a plume.
I think I have to beat these guys to break through for my next level in order for me to be able to, like, progress through the storyline.
Brave soul. Cut their line.
They're, like, not doing much damage to me at all. I want to replace that specialty where I throw people. I don't really like it that much. It doesn't do a whole lot. It just immobilizes them for a small change. There we go. Finally got a finisher on this person, so. It's this motherfucker right here keeps drinking shit, bro.
Bow your head.
Stop. He ball just like you.
To hell.
It keeps canceling the moves, bro. We gotta do something about this monk though, because he is like literally just drinking. Look at him. Look at him. Stop, bro.
Perfect.
Alright, he's dead. Now I can focus on this fucking dude. Gotta kill him before he drinks another potion. I think I can do it in under 3 minutes.
Cut their line.
Oh yeah, he's fucking cooked. I killed him with a fucking toss? What? Try to give him food like last time. Has my thing been like glitching or buffering or anything lately? No, it's stable. That's interesting. It hasn't done it a single time. The quality looks a little bit better too. I don't know what changed. I don't know. I don't think anything really changed other than she told me to go to my gateway and change it from 2.5 gigahertz to like 5 gigahertz. She said that would speed things up a little bit. But I ran test speeds after we got off the call and nothing really changed as far as test speed. So, and it's kind of strange because like Ed is live right now too. So I'm not sure what is the deal right now. Maybe my computer, I mean, maybe my internet's just having a moment where it's doing pretty good. And watch probably the next hour or so it's gonna become bullshit. Why can't I do these anymore? And where's my where's my rest of my storyline at? How come I can't go to my next storyline? This is the quest I need to do. Track the quest. I hope this is a main quest. I hope it is. I'm guessing it's a main quest. But why won't this... Let me ask Gemini something real quick. Hey Gemini, I'm playing Where Winds Meet, and if you look at my screen, you see this little rock right here with the swords and the symbols on it? Those usually allow me to like light them up for like a teleport or something, like a checkpoint thing. How come they're not doing it anymore for me?
Like a monument sign in the game Rise of the rather than these signs sometimes be often out nearby enemies. Try looking around for it in the area.
Excuse me, Gemini, I'm telling you right now, I'm playing Where Winds Meet. I'm not playing anything else. This is the game I'm playing.
I'm really sorry for the confusion. Looking closely at your screen, that monument is called a Veil Edgeman and is a key part of Rise. These bands sometimes be
This dumbass thinks I'm playing a whole nother game, bro. What? Usually I can go up to those. Look, they're even highlighted on my screen. You can see it on my mini map up there. Did I already collect it or something? Is that why it looks like that? Let me see something real quick. Let me go to maps. Ah, that's why, because I've already have it teleported. Now, since I have that unlocked, I can do this. Watch. I don't have fast travel. Boom. Now I've got it figured out. So now I'm this much closer to like the missions. I can get through the missions a lot faster. See, like I'm right here.
Who's there?
Much better.
Who are you? And why are you in my house?
This place is yours? Where's the person who lived here before? Looks like the years haven't been kind. Did he leave?
Are you looking for someone?
Yes, I came to see the owner of this house. You're his son? Brother?
I did notice that too, X, that my latency was like
I-
low too at the bottom. I'm like, what's going
I'm
on?
family. Whatever this is about, you can tell me. I'll pass it along.
Fine. Here. This belongs to him. If he refuses it, then spend it yourself, for all I care.
I try to increase the bitrate on YouTube to see if I can squeeze any out
That's
real quick.
a lot of coin.
We should try it. We should try it. First, we're gonna do an internet test speed just to see how much I can actually increase it to. Damn, the download speeds are fast tonight. What the hell's going on? Bro, while I'm streaming and Ed's live, it's showing 7 upload speeds. The fuck? What the hell is going on right now? So I can increase my bitrate by a lot and get away with it. Let's see. I'm on 3,000. I can do about 5,000. Apply. Okay. Now the bitrate should be a lot better. My stream should start looking a lot better quality wise. I don't know how long that's going to last, right?
Years ago, my
But we'll
son
see.
was dying. I stole a case of rare ginseng to save him. The escort guild put a price on my head. Your uncle took it.
I'm not going to try that just yet, X, but I will tell you good
He
news
found me.
is that let me
Saw
pause
the
this real
chi-
quick. This is what I like also. You can pause like cutscenes during missions. But what I will do tomorrow while I'm working is I'll get on the phone with Verizon again because I know it's going to be hours while I'm on the phone with them, and I will talk to them about giving me the ultimate plan for free, and maybe a discounted price monthly because I've been paying for Verizon home internet and having these bad test speeds, and hopefully I can get somewhere with them and I can go pick the new devices up from like a close by Verizon store because we have like 3 of them around here. One is like right down here by Publix, and then I can come home and set it up and actually have like solid internet again. Because me and Kay plan on chasing Sunday, so I need to have my internet fixed ideally before Sunday, um, to be able to obviously have a smooth stream. But yeah, anyway.
Child on the bed and went quiet. Then he said, 3 strikes. If you live, then I'll forget about the bounty. I never stood a chance. I barely made it through 2. On the 3rd,
They take forever to
blade
yap. Let's
cried.
take the playback
He
speed
flinched, and the blade
to a
caught
little
only my
higher like that.
shoulder.
It just makes the voice sounds weird.
He didn't really flinch, did he?
A man of his skill, 1 stroke would have been enough.
Hey X, can you do me a favor
Chose
before you go
not
to
to.
bed? Can you
Didn't want a
take
child
my
growing up with a
live
wolf
stream
for a
link
father.
and put it in the Goner server because they don't get notifications over there anymore, and tag everyone.
Looking at you now, I think I understand. My son was about your age.
I can skip the cutscenes, but I want to
That's
learn.
the
Like I like to
effect.
learn what's going on in the story modes. That's why I don't skip them.
Uncle Tian.
It took me years, but I repaid the guild. This is what he never collected. I can finally breathe easy.
He used to sit right there, with a jar in his hand.
Send myself some money. Thanks, Brev.
This wreck? This is your new place?
It's worn, not rotten. Foundation solid. Timber's clean. Just needs a little fixing up.
Am I so destitute now? Did I ask you to pinch coppers on my behalf?
I've crossed too many people. Quiet corners are safer than crowded streets.
You can tough it out, fine. But you're going to subject a child to this too?
Comfort spoils faster than hunger. And when winter bites, you'll show up with blankets anyway, right?
Fine. Do as you like. I won't be the one shivering.
Alright. Do I gotta go on the roof now? Well, how the fuck do I get up there for not letting me jump? They took away my blades and everything. How do I get up there? Oh, maybe from over here. Why'd they take my blade away? I don't understand why my weapons are gone. And now I'm doing like slave work around the house. Going fishing. The sun dips west. Finally. "10 years later? Are you kidding me? What the fuck do you mean 10 years later?"
Mao hour now. Up.
I'm still growing over here. Heroes need sleep too, you know.
Is that Ruby?
If you waste the morning wastes you. Get up. Train.
I think that's Ruby. And now they got me playing as Ruby? What is happening? Yes. Booty cheeks. What shall I do in the morning? Let's see. Horse stance? It's the only thing it's giving me. Yeah, they got me playing as Ruby right now. Interesting.
Horse dance, horse dance. Horse dance again. Ah, butterfly.
Chickens and rabbits in a cage. 4 heads, 10 legs. How many of each? Ten legs. Let's see. 2 chickens would be 4. Three chickens would be 2, 4, 6. Why can't I figure this out, bro? "35 heads, 94 legs." pheasants and rabbits in one cage. Dude, they have not got me doing this stuff right now, bro.
Half the foot. Divide head by foot. Foot by head equal to, help. Can we skip arithmetic? Oh. Uncle Jong, can we skip the exercises? Tell me about your adventures in the Jianghu, please. Eh?
I once joined
I don't know, Brev.
became its leader, and then I disbanded it.
Are you kidding? That's so boring! Sounds made up.
Fetch water and cook. But Ruby doesn't have like a sprint button. Oh, there we go. Damn, she's kind of fast. What the fuck? What the fuck? This fucking goose won't leave me alone. What the hell? Really, that's a mission I had to complete? Just go to sleep?
Years empty, and it shows. If Uncle Jiang ever comes back and sees this... No, I'll fix it up first. New tiles, clean the yard, maybe plant a tree out front. Alright, that's the plan. And who knows? Old houses hide old secrets.
Okay.
I've walked the path from Bamboo Retreat to Blissful Retreat so many times, I've lost count. I'm going away for a few days. I'll bring you to Blissful Retreat.
Huh? Going away again? I don't need you to bring me. I can walk by myself.
Really?
Of course, really. No, not really.
It's time you walked there on your own. I'll draw you a map.
Hey! You really aren't gonna bring me?
She still has like low health. How do I fix this?
Well, if it isn't the young master of Blissful Retreat.
I don't need anyone to walk with me. I'm a big kid now. So steep.
Yeah, she's gonna take fall damage. Oh, never mind. Teleport actually, not jump.
Huh?
I thought I was gonna have to jump
Doesn't hurt
too.
like I thought it
No
would.
fall damage.
Has practicing horse dance really made me stronger? Oh, this flower is so pretty. I want to pick it and give it to Aunt Han. I only like Aunt Han now. I don't like Uncle Jung anymore.
Interesting. Here we go, more geese to fucking attack me and shit. Here they come.
Is there really a monster that eats children? The one with red eyes? A monster is chasing me.
Alright, X. See you, bro. Yeah, just hit me up tomorrow. Get some time to
That's
VC or something.
Xianwu Lung. How could he let you walk all alone?
Maybe I'll have some better news about the internet or something.
There, there. Calm down now. Are you hungry? Is there anything you'd like to eat?
Good night, dude.
The path that once felt endless to me now seems so short.
Hey, Bella.
Aunt Han always says, better to lose 1,000 gold than let even a single Eve be ruined. She built Blissful Retreat, brick by brick. As long as the ruins are here, Blissful Retreat is still here. I'll rebuild this place, just like Aunt Han did, brick by brick. No, not just rebuild it, but make it even better. When Aunt Han returns,
I can actually be the first like of this one. Let's go ahead and do that. 2 hours ago? Nice, nice. get the new hairstyle. I'm gonna go feed these cats real quick while they do the resting up. Be right back. All right. Hey, good evening, Bells. How you doing? Where's my audio at? It does this every once in a while. For some reason, it just the audio just cuts out of like the cutscenes. Makes me read. I'm doing good. We just got on here kind of late because we were trying to figure out internet issues and things like that again, and we really didn't make it. We didn't make anything different really, but we are hoping for better news tomorrow. I'm gonna try to call them, and I think I got some things I'm gonna pitch their way and see what they say. Oh. All right. What's the next part of the journey? I'm still unlocking stuff. That's crazy. Wait. What am I supposed to be looking at in here? Check mail.
Wuche. So this is the escape plan Han set up for everyone. So, Wuche of Kaifeng, huh?
Ding. All right, let's clean this up. A fast cleanup. Okay. Bells, I don't know if you know, but this is the area last night on the stream where we were fighting and everything was burning. You kind of came in after that. That's what this part is. So now we're just trying to clean up the village a bit. Where is my audio at? And Bells, that's with me having the graphics like set on low just to get better performance out of my PC. And the bitrate is set to low so like the graphics in the game are set to low to help with, you know, the performance of the game. And then the bitrate is set low on my streaming studio to help with like the buffering and the lag and stuff since my internet's bad. With better internet that I'm trying to pursue towards, I would be able to crank out higher quality on both sides. So like, this is not even the best it would look. This game looks honestly like very realistic, like the water and stuff when I crank it all up on high. We already did this. So where's the next part? Place the in building in. O. F4 for build option. I can create my own building? Interesting. We're just going to do it like this since that's what they're recommending me doing. That's pretty cool. I just built this. Much better. Okay, now they want me to do this. Okay. So I think I gotta exit out of this and then go to the dock. All right, let's go. We're only less than 300 meters away. We'll get there quickly. I think I can call in the horse actually. Forgot how to do that. Yeah, it's 6. We'll call in the horse. Get there faster.
Excuse me, Mr. Boatman?
Oh, it will, Bells, for sure. That's what my plan is.
Heading to Kaifeng?
Me and Kay plan on streaming Sunday. Probably chasing out in Maryland, so I would like to get my internet fixed by then.
Let's get to work. An early start means an early finish.
Yeah.
Are you a local?
Bells, I have a question though, since like you're one of the people from my other channel. Some different ideas have been floating around because they passed a new bill in Virginia, so my state where I normally chase in, that live streaming while driving is illegal now. We've been trying to decide what we're going to do about that because we don't really have enough money to be like chasing in other states all the time, you know, just yet. Obviously, because the monetization just came about and we don't have the sponsorship with Weatherfront yet until it drops on Android. So it would be not a wise decision to be driving states away all the time for chases. We would like we'd be losing money more than we'd be earning money. So there's been some thoughts and ideas about in the background of maybe doing like at home broadcasting streams, kind of like Max, Evan, and Ryan do, covering low risk days in like my state and other states to keep the channel alive and active, as well as helping with, you know, obviously income. But just a little worried that people won't like that. Obviously I won't be transitioning to only that. It would be more of like a mixture of chasing when I have the time and like the money to go places. But this is not something we've talked to anybody about in the community yet. I might do a live stream in the future, asking what the community thinks when, you know, there's like 100 some people watching. It's just something I need to think about because I'm really worried that like I won't get to chase in my state much anymore. You know, that kind of thing. You said sorry you got an ad. Just double tap your screen and rewind it back a little bit so you can see what I said, so I don't have to repeat everything. It's kind of a lot. And then just like once you rewind that and see what I said and you get to where like we're at now, just click the live button again and you'll get caught up and tell me what you think about what I said.
What happened to Heaven's Pier?
Bandits came. The village was destroyed.
What a tragedy. It was a wonderful place. Going to Kaifeng for work?
Something like that.
Great place, Kaifeng. Good capital. A prosperous city, full of opportunities. Though there's a new policy.
Has something happened in Kaifeng?
Nothing special. Isn't it always like this? Fighting over copper coins like roosters. in a
What's
ring.
up, special?
Oh, right. Want me to find you a job?
Me?
So what do you think about that though, Bells? I'm just trying to figure out, like, I don't want to ruin my channel and like upset people in my community about like maybe having to do streams like that. But I also can't risk getting my license taken or several like $500 fines for live streaming and driving. So it's just kind of bad timing because the channel's like blowing up, but at the same time we just got monetized, and then the law just passed like yesterday that we can't like live stream and drive in our state. So what do you think about what I was talking about earlier?
Thanks.
You just now got a
but I'm not
notification that I
looking
was
for
live.
work.
Yeah, special. That's why YouTube's a little late on it, so that's why X put in the Discord
I guess you come from
that I was
money.
live earlier.
Better mind your purse then.
Yeah, no, it's not good. Special. I reached out to my governor by himself. Reached out to him through email, and he still basically said that there's nothing I can do. Bill says, I got the gist. Does the law stop you from live streaming with a person in the car who is watch graphics and chat? Yep. So let me just give you a rundown of how it works. Let me just give you a rundown of how it works. Let's go here, and we're gonna go to my X account, and then let's go to where I was tagged. Notifications. PA Storm Trackers actually tagged me in this right here. Tagged me and Dutchman, which is Davey. Says live streaming while driving prohibited. Penalty. Prohibits any person while driving a moving motor vehicle on the highways in the Commonwealth from initiating, participating in, or manipulating an electronic device in order to interact with any live stream, as that term is defined in the bill, and manipulating any electronic device to enable or maintain the functions of a live stream on or with such electronic device. The bill establishes penalties for violations, in addition to any other penalties available under current law, including periods of license suspension and a fine of not more than $500 if a person who commits such a violation is involved in an accident at the time of the violation. So yeah, and Billy Bowling is the one who typed this tweet out and quoted it and said, fun new wrinkle for Virginia storm chasers as well as out-of-staters who come here for our biannually bus days. And people are not too happy about it, because now that Virginia is, issuing such a law, other states might catch on to that. I'm not going to show the email between me and this governor because it's sensitive information. I don't want to get sued over it. But basically, I reached out to him saying that who I am, what I do, and he basically just was like, "Thank you for what you do," but in the same email told me that there's nothing I'm going to be able to do about it. So we worked so hard to get my channel monetized and the growth to this point. I'm in a kind of a bit of like a crossroads with this because it could like really kill the channel not going live anymore. But there's just not very much opportunity to go chase other states since we're like kind of limited on funds. The only other option to keep my channel alive and active would be to do like at-home live streams, like covering severe weather, whether it's in Virginia or nationwide or globally, right? Like Ryan, Evan, and Max do. I don't want to step on their toes or anything, but it's just I got to keep my channel alive too, And also, I don't think I would be competing much with them having such high viewership. But I also don't want to kill my community doing that because people come and watch me for my storm chasing, right? They come and watch me for my, for me driving around and showing what's going on and keeping people safe. So I don't want to like have to transition into that. And then like we have viewership like we have here where people don't show up, and that could also kill the channel too. So I'm just kind of like a little bit in a pickle here. I don't know. So you're the first person I've spoke to about this as far as the community goes. Me and Kay have been talking in the background about it. And me and X talked a little bit about it too. Just trying to figure out what avenue we're going to go at this route. Obviously, if it does work out where my community still supports me for the route that I have to go, maybe like doing streams from home, that would work better for me anyway, because I can just work from home and I can go live a lot more often, right? For like any severe threat day, I can go live a lot more often. But yeah, just something we're thinking about. Things could obviously change. We just don't know yet.
Need a lift to Revelry Hall, young wanderer? Surely you don't want to miss the Emperor of East hosting the Heroes Assembly.
No thanks. I'm good.
Ah, make way. This one's got a horse.
A greedy lot. Tripling the fare for the hero. Back home, we watch out for one another.
So that's another thing I thought about too, Bells, but that's just not going to work. The driving to a storm and then filming, it's not going to work. So this is why, as a storm chaser's point of view, you have to be in motion with the storm, right? And in order for me to go live and show, I would have to continuously stop a stream and then start a stream. Stop a stream, start a stream. Let's say if like the cloud is here and I'm here and I start the live stream, the cloud is continuously moving away. And say it has a tornado on it. Oh, chat, I have to stop my live stream and then create a whole new one to catch up to it and then start another one when we're at the storm again. And then keep doing that for however long. Why this won't work is, for one, I create one live stream here. And I run it from home. So since I'm not at home, I can't just keep start and stopping live streams. I don't have the physical ability to do that because I'll be out driving in a car. When I go live, I set up everything from home and I remotely start the one that I've selected. And after that's selected, that's just kind of how it works. You can't just keep starting and stopping them. Also, another thing is YouTube limits you on how many times you go live in a single day. I don't know how many times it is. I just know that it limits you. Maybe it's like 5 or something. So if you start and stop your live stream like up to 5 times or something, they will restrict you. Another thing why that's bad, there's an algorithm, there's a smart system, an AI system within these platforms, like these social platforms. And if you keep starting and stopping, say like with 20 viewers, 15 viewers, because you're not allowing enough people to come in there at a time, this algorithm will lock you into this metric, these statistics. So then that means they're only going to show you to a handful of people at a time. So with me usually having like 100 to 300 to 500 people sometimes in my live streams, if I'm starting and stopping every like 20 minutes when the storm's moving, I'm never going to see those high numbers. So the YouTube metrics are going to lock me into a fixed statistic where they're only going to show me to a handful of people because only 15 or 20 people are able to join every 15 minutes. It's really a lot. So that's just kind of what I'm worried about. I don't know. It's basically what it's looking like right now is that I can only chase in places like North Carolina, Maryland, other places others like corner states close by, but no more like Virginia live streams. Unless I still want to do a live stream on days where Virginia's getting severe weather and cover it from here where I'm sitting right now. That's kind of what it's looking like right now. And I just don't know how it's going to work for the channel. I might just do it one day just to see who shows up, see how people like it. Never know. People might say, hey, I like this. I like that you can do this. You know, we still like the fact that you're trying to keep people safe. People might still show up. Or people just might be like, nope, another like Ryan Hall, Max Velocity type of situation. We're not into this. We like watching you drive around. And then nobody ever shows up again. So it's kind of a thing I've been battling with in my head a little bit here. But there's only one way to find out, I guess. It's not intentional. This is not what I want to do. I never wanted to sit behind a computer and and do like their style of format, because it's a lot to learn. It's a lot of behind the scenes work. You got to have like a powerful PC, powerful internet to run the stuff that those guys do. It's not really my type of thing. I like to be out there covering the severe weather. If I wanted to be behind a computer covering weather, I would have went to school for meteorology, 10 years ago, and just became a weatherman. But I'm just playing with the cards that I'm dealt with right now, and it most likely won't be a permanent thing. Maybe when maybe if enough people fight it, like me and some other people, maybe fight the bill that's been passed, maybe in a couple of years or maybe a few months or something, we can beat that law, or even allow some kind of like amendment where me and other chasers are allowed to get like a permit to do it, and we're like not a part of all the other people live streaming. They allow us to do it for like public service or something. Then I can go back to doing it. You know what I mean? Yeah, I agree with you, Bells. And I kind of have been discussing with the governor about that in the email that I was talking to. But basically said, unfortunately, the law has already been passed and there's nothing you can do about it. And also, I've been seeing a lot of people commenting saying that this violates our amendment, our constitution. Which, if you really think about it, it could. This could definitely violate our constitution by not allowing us to do what we want to do with our vehicle and our, sure, you're allowed to say that it's not safe for us to do this, but like, it's still not your decision to tell us why that we can't do it. We have a freedom of speech. We have a freedom to do, a lot of things. Like, you shouldn't be allowed to say that we can't do this. Like, that's not your right to tell us that. But meanwhile, there's going to be police officers driving around in their car with body cams recording, with dash cams recording, them on their laptops, on their phones, stuff that helps them do their job better. Well, why can't I do that same thing? The only difference between me and the police officer is that I'm not arresting people and looking for crime. I'm trying to keep people safe with weather. So I don't... Get a hold of the guy who the TV program you went on. See if he can lobby. Did you, Bells, did you not see the interview? So I've don't know where to find it. Don't know where to find it. I had an interview with the same TV broadcast about the same thing. They're all aware of it. Everybody in the state is not really on board with it, except for the lawmakers. But there's nothing that none of us can do about it. Even the news station that I did the interview with. Let me see if I can find it. Where's it at? I need a quick link somewhere to find these interviews that I've done in the past. but it's a better way to understand the bill and why they're doing it. Um, yeah, it was back in February, so I know I'm getting close. It was near my birthday. Kind of remember where it's at. Right here. Here you go. This is a story that me and 12 on your side did. In case any of you missed it, thanks to the team. Blah blah blah. Okay, so it says here, proposed law would ban live streaming while driving. Let's go to the see if this shows the interview. Accept all. Here we go.
There is a difference when it comes to mental and behavioral health care. At Turnbridge, we believe
a new bill moving through Virginia's General Assembly aims to crack down on distracted driving. The legislation would make it illegal to live stream while behind the wheel.
But one local storm chaser tells us the proposed law would end his efforts to keep the region informed during severe weather. Maggie Glass is live at the state capitol to explain. Maggie?
Kurt, this bill is getting a lot of support from state lawmakers who want to see safer roads in Virginia. But for that storm chaser, Dylan Motley, live streaming while driving during severe weather is how he keeps people safe too.
For years now, when storms come rolling through the Richmond area and the rest of us go indoors, Dylan Motley hits the roads.
The storm is getting ready to hit Highland Springs. Anybody? So if it's like a tornado risk or flooding, anything like that, I will go out and basically show how the sky looks, you know, shelf clouds, wall clouds, explain to them what I'm seeing, what could happen from the storm. This is some insane wind here, guys.
He's a storm chaser, following the weather wherever it goes.
And then this is what I use when I'm looking at where I'm at and look at different radar towers.
Motley live streams what he sees.
And that camera right there is what that one right there shows my shot when I'm live streaming. You know, what I do, it really helps the public, understand what's going on out here in the weather.
He even collaborates with local law enforcement sometimes, Motley pointing to recent flooding in the Tri-Cities.
So yeah, there's definitely some catastrophic flooding going on out here in Petersburg and Colonial Heights, Virginia.
And I was actually calling and giving them updates, real time.
But soon, what Motley does could become illegal in Virginia. A bill moving through the General Assembly would ban live streaming while driving unless you are reporting an emergency or crime.
There has already been several dangerous crashes while streaming live on social media, and these drivers talk to an audience, they read comments, and their driving becomes the show.
If passed, punishments would range from paying fines to having your license suspended. The bill follows a growing uptick in collisions on the roads because of distracted driving, causing concern for safety stakeholders in the Commonwealth.
Just in Virginia, based on what we have data-wise for 2024, according to DMV, there were 20,758 crashes involving a distracted driver. 90 people were killed. Distracted driving is a huge problem behind the wheel on our roads.
Motley agrees reckless drivers on their phones live streaming on TikTok and other social media platforms is unsafe, but he says that's not him.
I do pull over a lot. See, I'm without a reach from the hand, like from the camera. So I can't. So it's not me really touching buttons and things like that too much.
If this bill does become a law, he's hoping there'll be something he can work out with the government so he can keep doing his job.
I don't just do this for fun. This is something that is obviously, important.
The bill was just passed by the House yesterday. It's now being considered by the Senate's Transportation Committee. Live in Richmond, Maggie Glass, 12 on your side.
So yeah, that's just what that is about.
There is a difference.
Which is just obviously no bueno. Yeah. I can understand if they were trying to stop chaser convergence, but that doesn't happen to you. Well, what it is that they're trying to, I understand, like, don't get me wrong, I understand what they're trying to do. They're trying to cut down on distracted driving because there is a lot of like kids out here that are going live on like TikTok and like hanging out of cars and like getting into car accidents by like reading the chat and things like that. It's causing causing a ton of issues, right? And deaths in Virginia and things like that. So I can see why they're trying to do it. They think it's going to make it a safe place to be, as far as like driving without streaming, but they don't understand that like cops are doing the exact same thing I am doing, right? So like if they're going to make us, especially somebody like me that's just not live streaming for fun, live streaming for a purpose, then they should crack down on law enforcement too for being on their laptops and streaming off their body cams and things like that. So while I understand why they're doing it, there should be some exemptions, like certain personnel, you know, like myself and law enforcement and other people. Again, like if they could just make some kind of permit that I would go and show why I'm live streaming, what my content is about, that kind of thing, then I think there shouldn't be an issue with them saying, okay, if this guy gets pulled over for live streaming and driving, he shows this card or this permit or whatever it is, and it's okay. But that's just not what they're going to allow us to do. Bells, I don't think there's any loophole, but you can pitch one to me. I just don't think there's any loophole. Me and other chasers have been discussing this, and I've talked with other people about it, and we just there's really no loophole. When you are out there, it is an emergency. We've tried that. We've tried to pitch that, but what they say, their thing about that is that it's not an emergency unless there is something like for example, they don't consider a severe thunderstorm warning an emergency. They would only consider it an emergency if it's a flash flood emergency, for one, which we don't see very many of those. A tornado emergency, which is the highest tornado warning you can get. Virginia's never seen a tornado emergency. That's the highest level tornado warning you can get. So those are the only ways I would be able to loophole that, by saying, hey, I'm filming a tornado emergency or a flash flood emergency. But those, we just don't get those. You know what I mean? But a regular severe thunderstorm warning or a special weather statement or even a tornado warning is not really considered an emergency. That's why they have certain tiers of tornado warnings. They have radar indicated, they have observed, they have a PDS tornado, and then you have the highest one, which is a tornado emergency. A regular tornado warning that's like a radar indicated, like we see around here in Virginia, it's not considered an emergency. So I wouldn't be able to like live stream for that, for just that, you know. And it still cuts down my chances of going live a lot if I'm just going live for, like, say if there was a PDS emergency, or if there was a tornado emergency in Virginia by some chance. If I do go live for that, I still can't live stream while driving. I would have to just like pull up to the scene where the tornado is like tearing apart a town or something and live stream from there. But that goes back to what I was saying before. The live stream would be like 25 minutes because the tornado is going to move in and out very quickly. And in order for me to catch up to it, I got to get back in my car. So that means I would have to stop my live stream and then drive and follow the tornado again, and then start the stream again somewhere else. And that just goes back to what I was talking about before, where the metrics, the analytics of YouTube would kind of be not in my favor. It's really a hard thing to navigate. That's why I've been sitting here exercising my different options, and really the only other option that I have right now to keep this channel alive and going would be to do at-home live streams until the bill passes. I don't know what else to do, but I'm gonna be right back. I gotta preheat this oven for my pizza. It doesn't seem that way, Bills. It really doesn't seem that they understand the dangers of storms. But I do understand, like, from like a National Weather Service standpoint, with as far as safety and concern, they don't call thunderstorms emergencies because of the fact that it's just not an emergency. It is dangerous. Thunderstorms are dangerous, but to call something an emergency, now you're going to have the whole public freaked out. So like imagine if every single severe thunderstorm warning in America on any particular day was an emergency. Now you would have everybody in the public freaking out, fleeing the state or the county or whatever. You would cause a lot of buildup on traffic. So this is why they don't call those things emergencies. Does that make sense? Because it would create a huge like thing. Yeah, I agree with you, Bells. I'll be right back. Yeah, Bells, it's really difficult, but let me stop boring everybody with this and let's get back to the game.
But out here,
we'll talk more about it, Bells. We'll talk more about it on my like main channel. I'll go live with it at some point and discuss everything with everybody. Just see what everybody's thoughts are. I really don't have a good feeling it's going to be a good outcome. I have a feeling a lot of people are going to step away from the channel or something, but I'm just doing what I can do.
Did you make it to Revelry Hall or not?
You probably didn't K it, but that tribute caravan from Jiangnan was something else. The Ember of East offers the treasure himself.
Come take a look! Treasure facing...
Yes, but Bells, honestly, Virginia would be like is the worst state in the whole country. Ryan Hall actually did a whole like video topic about this, rating all the different traffic cameras in the country, and Virginia didn't even make the list. It was the lowest ranked state for traffic cameras. We have the worst ones. Our traffic cameras some of our traffic cameras don't even move. They're like very like still image, right? But it wouldn't just be me covering Virginia. Like I would be covering any warning, right? If something pops up on my map, I would cover it to try to keep as many people safe. It wouldn't be like a situation where like only covering Virginia, and then like somebody comes in and says, "Hey, what about me in Ohio?" And I'm like, "Oh no, guys, I'm only covering Virginia." You know, I would still kind of offer the full coverage. But we will see.
There's a big shot merchant out there buying up grain at high prices.
This sesame bread is pretty good. Yeah, the wheat. Here's top notch. Makes for really tasty bread.
Buy one of my turtle babies, young hero.
What? Huh, look at that. Old turtle selling off her little ones.
My little babies make a fine little trinket. Only 2 coins.
Sure, let's buy one. I have a lot of coins, almost 500,000.
Off you go, child. Have a good life with this young hero.
I will, Bells. Thank you for that.
Hero. May good
And go enjoy some dinner.
you.
Pretty big market. I wonder where this Wuchua is.
Wuchia? Are you looking for?
You wouldn't be...
You came for me, didn't you? I knew it. My Wuxia treasure basin's made a name for itself.
Wun Wuchua.
Whoa. Wuchia.
At home or on the road, it works anywhere. A sure sign of fortune and riches. I give you my word. Wuxia treasure basin is the real deal. Want one? 3 coins apiece, but no iron coins.
No thanks. I'll go take a look over there.
Why didn't it give me the option to buy one of those?
Don't go yet? Who do they think they are? Stealing all the business.
Treasure of Wei Yang, summoning gold. Place a coin, and more shall unfold. Seize the chance before it's sold. I want to try. Let me go first.
Excuse me. I heard you just now mention Wuchia.
You know your stuff, young wanderer. My treasure basin is indeed tied to the Ember of East, Wan Wu Chui.
Really? So you and Wuchia...
Not from around here, are you? These days in Kaifeng, which treasure basin seller doesn't know the Ember of East? They say, with the Ember of East's heroic assembly, all of Wei Yang
Night, Bells.
crowding into Kaifeng.
What do you mean?
I mean, these past few days, I've met every aunt, uncle, and cousin of the Ember of East. So, which one are you, if you don't mind me asking?
Aye. Everyone I run
Surely
into
this is
claims
another
they're from Wei
scam.
Yang.
No way that many people come out of Wei Yang.
My treasure basin's no trick. You all saw what it did. You say I'm lying? Show me the proof.
So, this is the real thing, huh? If it's real like you say, then you've got nothing to hide, do you? You wouldn't mind letting us all have a look.
Why would I? You looking to start something with me?
Could there be a contraption at work? Just as I thought. A contraption inside. That get more for less is all a sham.
Well, I'll be. You've got sharp eyes. You can see right through the basin.
What I've got here is wind sense. I can see through the basin. And the walls, too.
That's nonsense. There's no such thing in this world.
Well, why not just show us the basin?
Yeah, just show us. Oh, is this some trick to swindle us with that get more for less nonsense?
Nah, it's a scam.
A complete con!
Shut your mouth!
What are you doing?
Y'all picked the wrong fight, motherfuckers.
Cut the chatter.
Where do you think
To hell! Where is my army?
Little lad, still wet behind the ears, and you think you can wander the Jianghu and allow us to teach you a little lesson?
Stop!
Curse stray cat! This is Wei Yang business you're messing with!
Oh? Wei Yang?
Who's there? Come out now! Show yourself!
Since you're from Wei Yang, surely you recognize me, the Keeper?
Boss, it's the God of Fortune! That's the Wen family's cat! They really are from Wei Yang! Show some backbone! The four keepers of Wei Yang. Surely they'd never set foot in a backwater like this! Right.
You may not recognize me, but how about this?
Life coin! It's a Wei Yang life coin! Oh, a coin! Pay with a life! Let's get out of here before it's too late! I've got other business to take care of. I'll deal with you another day!
That was too easy. I still had other tricks up my sleeve. Ah! Oh, my God of Fortune! It's you. Scared the life out of me.
Are you one of the four keepers of Wei Yang?
That's me.
All right, if you say so. Thank you, Keeper...
Keeper Ying Ying. Heroine Ying Ying.
Thank you, Heroine Ying Ying, for coming to my aid.
You're most welcome. Are you hungry? How about we get something to eat? My treat.
You're too kind. You saved me, and you're treating me to a meal?
It's nothing at all. Really. You lost everything helping others. I can't just let you go hungry, can I? Let's go. Oh, my apologies. I almost forgot about you. Thank you for the costume. Let's go.
You really put on a good show earlier. Oh, so do you know the Ember of East from Wei Yang?
The Ember of East. I do.
Does this Ember of East call himself Wucha?
I believe so. His name is Wen Wucha. What of it? What business could you have with him? Well, if you're looking to meet him, you're in luck. He's at Revelry Hall.
Revelry Hall?
Heck, I wish I could go to the Heroic Assembly too. Word is, they'll be handing out coins for 3 days and nights. Is that a fact? Looks like we've got happy days ahead.
Didn't you hear? The Ember of East is holding the Heroic Assembly at Revelry Hall, and will be offering the gold-making vessel.
Yo, what's up?
Making gold for
Yen?
3 days and nights to ease Kai Feng's coin shortage.
Coin shortage?
Never heard of it? Did you crawl out from under a rock? The song makes copper coins, and the tongue of Jiangnan makes iron coins, called tongue coins. But in recent years, they've been minting
I
more
tried
and
to
more
do
tongue
CEOPS
coins,
content.
and some are
I went live on CEOPS like 3 days, but nobody really showed up. And also right now, my internet has been like really bad, so it's been hard for me to get on CEOPS. If I can get my internet
With a coin
more stable,
shortage,
then I could
the
probably
folk
get back
are
on
hoping the
CEOPS another
gold-making
time.
vessel can make some for them.
Do a collab with Falcom. I don't know. That would be something he would have to do.
Do you think the gold-making vessel really exists?
What do you think?
But yeah, if you look back on my content, you'll see that I've done like a couple CEOPS live streams, but the problem is like my MS was like 600. It's like really hard to stream it right now
People do need something to hold
because
on
my
to.
internet's like really shitty. We're trying to fix that right now. We gotta, I gotta call Verizon tomorrow and try to get that fixed. So like right now I'm like just stuck doing like story mode games like this where there's no like online playing really. Oh yeah, Wi-Fi is a big problem right now. It's the box that I have. It's like just something's wrong with it. It's fucked up.
What would you like?
Hold on one second. I gotta go check something. Okay. Oh,
To eat today.
pizza.
Two bowls of braised noodles, please. I'm curious. You came to Kaifeng now of all times, but not for the treasure basin? So tell me, what exactly brings you here?
Honestly, I'm here to meet someone at Wheatwind Bazaar, but I'm not sure where to find him.
I see. Hold on. You were asking about Wen Wuxia, the Ember of East. Don't tell me.
So far, he's the only one who seems to match the Wuxia I've been looking for.
Wuxia, huh? That's really something. Oh, quick! Let me take a sip of your wine.
Wine?
Don't play dumb. I already saw the jar. I know that one. Good stuff. Come on, open it.
I can't open this one.
Really? I saved your neck and fed you, and you won't even spare a jar of wine?
I can get you something else if you like. But not this one. It's made by my family. My aunt made it herself. This is the only jar left. She's the reason I want to meet the Ember of East.
What happened to her?
You seem quite interested in my family.
Why would I? I don't even know you.
You...
Ow! My stomach's acting up all of a sudden.
Huh? You...
Just wait here. Gonna hit the head. You know, make some extra room.
Strange.
true? Jiangnan's offering the great song a gold-making vessel this year?
That's what I've heard.
The gold-making vessel sounds too good to be true.
Which is why the Ember of East is hosting a heroic assembly for everyone to see.
I heard every famous figure in the Jianghu was invited. Even the elusive water lady is coming.
Who this chest is.
Ever since Dong coins were banned, business hasn't been easy.
If only we could get our hands on the gold-making vessel.
Even if it can make coins, do you reckon they'd give any to folks like us?
I doubt it'd actually make any coins at all.
Hey, wait! Don't go. Sit down and help me figure this out.
Can you tell me where the closest outhouse is? My friend went to use the bathroom, but hasn't returned.
Oh, she came back all right. Said her stomach was upset and she's not eating. Told me to have you pay the bill.
Me? Pay the bill? She said it's her treat. I don't have a single coin on me.
Honored guest, this isn't some joke, is it?
Are you sure she came back earlier?
Why would I lie to you? Oh, right. She also
She scammed
left
us.
something for you.
A brocade bag?
A brocade bag. Does she think she's some kind of fancy court figure?
So basically, she's just telling me to dine and dash. Is she helping me or playing me for a fool?
So, what does it say? Got a plan?
Well, there is indeed a plan, though not the most reliable one.
Stop with the riddles. Just tell me, do you have money to pay the bill or not?
What if I don't?
If you don't, you'll have to stay here washing dishes and bussing tables for a few days.
All right, here's the plan. Not only am I not going to pay you, I'm going to borrow some coins from you too.
Huh?
I know it sounds ridiculous, but let me explain.
I don't understand that
Fine.
mini game.
For the sake of this jar of wine, I'll lend you some money.
Thank you, kind sir.
Not so fast. You almost had me. You've got to give me the wine as collateral. If you don't come back, I'll sell it off. Go on, and make sure you earn enough to get your wine back.
Perfect.
What is he really trying to say?
I really did scam, I mean, borrow some cash. Let me check this yellow brocade bag now. Traveling merchant outside the Wheatwind grain store.
Wow, this one gives me so much more. Interesting. I'm getting a lot of invites. I'm trying to complete a story mode right now.
Did you hear about that fraud at the treasure basin?
Grain for sale! Lowest prices in town!
Let's get the grain. I don't know how many we need. Might be enough.
Grain for sale! Lowest prices in town!
How much do I need? Buy 20 bags? Are you kidding me?
Lowest prices in town!
It's already bought one. Baby broke.
Now that I've got the grain, I need to sell it to the Dow Lord.
Oh, you... Young master! Is that really you?
Aren't you supposed to be dead? You're still alive! What brings you to Kaifeng?
Hey there! Hold on. You missed a bag. All right. That's all the grain for today.
Young master, you bought up all the grain?
Sorry, old Gene. My source was a little faster than yours.
Oh, wait! Wait, young master. You might have the grain, but do you know where to fetch a high price? I know a buyer willing to pay top coin. I'll introduce you for a 10% cut.
Well, I know a buyer too. Now, if you'll excuse me.
Young master, don't leave just yet. You don't want more people finding out you're still alive, do you?
What do you want?
Just a 10% cut of the profits. How about we trade information? Maybe your intel is off.
You... When did you get so crafty?
Think about it. 10% to keep me quiet, plus some intel for free.
All right then. Let's compare what we know.
Tao Lord.
So it's true. Old Gene, where's this buyer?
Just follow me, young master.
While we're following, I'm gonna go pee.
Young master, the Tao Lord's helper is in there.
Who's that? You? Oh, you're here to sell grain, right? I'm shopkeeper Fu. Well met.
Shopkeeper Fu. I think this might be the wrong place.
Wrong place. Aren't you here to sell grain?
So you're saying you're the buyer?
problem? We're offering the best price for grain. If you have enough. Selling to us is your best bet. Here.
Who's your boss, little one? Must be loaded.
My boss? Their name would scare you stiff. It's the three-headed, six-armed, all-powerful, all...
What's up?
Hey, what's going on, man? How you doing?
Hold on. What's up?
Not much. Can you hear me clearly?
Yeah, I can hear you. Can you hear me?
Yeah, I'm on the PC, so I was just trying to make sure the correct microphone was connected.
Yep, same for me.
Um, so sorry, I'm smacking a little bit too because I'm eating, but basically, I read what you said about the having somebody streaming like from the passenger seat, and this is all what I was trying to explain because I haven't been like able to go everything too much, especially publicly, because there's a lot of like sensitive information. Because I've like messaged back and forth with like the governor and stuff in email, trying to figure out ways to like bypass or loophole anything, and he's basically telling me there's not much I can do about it. There's there in the bill it states not just doing the action of live streaming, but as well as participating in an action of a live streaming within the same vehicle.
Right.
So if I went live, or say if I got in the car and my girlfriend was the ride along that day, or one of my other ride alongs were in the car that day, and they were the one controlling the live stream, reading the chat, helping me with the radar and everything, navigation, all of it, it doesn't save me because I'm still in the same vehicle, participating is what they call it in the live stream.
Right.
So
Yeah, I saw that.
yeah, so
Well,
that's it's kind of shitty, but there's not much I can do about it. It's crazy too because Glenn, he actually like told me in the email he like is grateful and thanks me for like what I do, and he respects it, but in the same like email basically telling me like you can't do it anymore. So
this was a bill that was enacted under Glenn, because Glenn isn't governor anymore.
no, so basically I had an interview with 12 on Your Side back in February, like a day before my birthday. I knew about the
Yeah, I remember
interview.
that.
Yeah, so I knew about the interview. I just wasn't excited for it because it was about that, and it was like kind of stressful, especially being like a day before my birthday. I was like really not trying to be like doing something like that.
Right.
And I didn't really want to go public with it, but obviously being a transparent person, I don't like to hide secrets from like my community and stuff. So like even if it's topics that I don't enjoy talking about, or like things that like are touchy, I still bring them up. And it was kind of something I knew I was gonna have to break the silence eventually and say something because it would affect what I'm doing. So like a lot of that stuff was on my mind during that time. And 12 on Your Side was telling me months before we even found the interview date. So we were planning on the interview in February, but they were telling me back the prior year, like last year, that we would probably be doing an interview associated with that. So we were looking, they were looking into the bill. I was looking a little bit into the bill. The bill was a little more like it wasn't as like black and white as is now. It was like a lot of stuff with it that I was like, oh, this is gonna be easy to manipulate. You know, like I'm not trying to be like a lawbreaker by any means, but what I'm doing is not just for out here for fun. And that's kind of what 12 on Your Side was trying to help me with too. That's why they were giving me the interview and trying to get it public, because they, you know, like Maggie Glass and all of them told me that they were basically seeing that there's a difference between what I'm doing and then like the reason why that guy Josh was proposing the bill in the first place was because of the TikTok people that are like getting into car accidents and causing fatalities and stuff over a TikTok live stream. And it's like, I'm not going on TikTok, you know, trying to hang out the window and scream and yell and ask for money, you know what I mean? Or like things like that. And they're kind of aware of that. And that's why they were trying to help me. But and I reached out to, who is our senator? I forgot the senator's name. I reached out to them, but they didn't even get back to me. Like they didn't even give me the time of day. They read the email, but didn't even say anything. So the only person I heard back was from Glenn. So I don't know how that's going to go down. He said that he appreciates me coming to him about everything, and then like if something can come up that may change, then you know he will keep me in mind. But how true do we know that to be? You know, he might just kind of write off my email and just go on about his business.
Yeah. Well, to me, I mean, you know that a passenger is fully legally able to do whatever they want in terms of live streams. The driver simply can't interact. So it kind of boils down to, it's your channel. You know, you are kind of the face of it. You know, you might just have to find someone else who's able to drive for you the whole time, and that way you can kind of stay with interaction, unless you don't want to keep yourself as the face. I mean, it's just kind of hard because, you know, if you want to continue to be the driver, then you're not allowed to interact with chat. You can't read messages or nothing, you know, unless you're like safely pulled over or off the road, you know, whatever. So if I were you, that's what I'd be really considering is do you want to remain the face of the channel, or do you want to kind of remain as the background in a sense? But the thing of it is, you're the one that knows how to operate all of the equipment you need for your weather chasing, so it kind of makes more sense for you to focus on live streaming and radar and then having a dedicated driver.
Yep. So the thing is, like, that's the other thing that comes back around to, like, even if somebody is taking over the live stream in the passenger seat while I just focus on driving and I'm not really interacting with anybody, I think they're still gonna count that as participating because we're in the same vehicle. That's what
I was looking at it, and I was looking at the law, and it says that as long as the driver doesn't interact with like the chat, it says that the driver can't, quote, look at the camera or interact with anything regarding the live stream. So like if you have the camera sitting on your dash like you normally do and you glance at it, they can try to charge you on that. That's why I say, you know, you would either you or someone else would need to be in the passenger seat, and the camera would have to be on that side completely, totally away from the person who's driving. Because one thing is, you don't know how strict Colonial Heights is going to be, but you don't stay just in Colonial Heights. You venture off. So I was going to say, you know, speak with Colonial Heights directly and ask them, but then I remembered that you're always venturing off, so that doesn't really work for you either. But starting with asking Colonial Heights how they feel about it might be a good start. You know, you could call the local counties and just ask them their opinion, explain who you are, what you do. There's proof of you being a responsible, you know, throughout, and you know, just see how strict the local counties are going to be. I mean, you know, obviously our part of Virginia is a lot different from that of North Virginia, Southwest Virginia. You know, it's all different depending on where you're at.
Yep.
You know.
So there is a couple counties that I've like worked with law enforcement with before, you know, especially one being Colonial Heights. Like they know me here obviously, but Um, so they would probably be a little bit more lenient. I think even like some counties, like especially like out in like Waverly and Prince George, like where I've also worked with law enforcement before, they would probably like, the if the right officer pulls me over, he'd probably just say, you can't do this, man, but I'm gonna let you go. It's kind of like one of those things because I've sat there and chatted and gone over some like severe weather updates and stuff with police officers while they're smoking a cigarette outside of their patrol vehicle. So so I've had conversations like that with certain law enforcement officers, but some of these counties, like especially like something like Chesterfield, even though like Chesterfield I've worked around and spoke to some of the police officers in Chesterfield, and while some know me and like me, that's like 3 police officers out of like I think they have like a fleet of like 2,000 people, that are like employed under that jurisdiction. So it's just really hard to navigate it. Now if that is the case, like what you're saying, it wouldn't be hard for me to, because like there's a chaser out there named Daniel Shaw. I don't know if you've ever heard of him.
I don't think I have.
Yeah, so Daniel Shaw is a storm chaser that's very popular. He's known, he's an Aussie storm chaser. He's like from Australia. He started off chasing in Australia, and as he got more famous and a huge like following from like America, he started coming and chasing days out here in America. And now he's actually like living in California, but he's got a very deep Australian accent, and he's very popular. He's very known, but he's like always excuse me, he's never talking or interacting with chat while he's driving and chasing, and unless he pulls over to like a gas station or whatever, right? And then he will like look at radar models and things like that, like I do. I don't like to be looking at all that stuff while I'm driving unless I'm like under a tornado warning and I need to be obviously aware of like my surroundings a little bit, a little bit more urgently. I'll have to be looking at radar while I'm driving because I'm trying to drive in the right direction or have a path I need to go in case something hits the fan. But as far as like just driving and looking at things, interacting with things, and talking with the chat, that stuff I can make that adjustment, no problem. It's just these things like we're speaking of right now, and a couple other things is what makes me worried about the reach of the channel in a whole. And this is what I was like saying, it's gonna be a lot to have to like mention because honestly, like it might sound strange, but it is the case. Like I have a lot of messages that come to me, like whether I'm live streaming or I'm like just in the background, like after a live stream or something. People reach out and say they love how interactive I am when it comes to what I do, and that like I get back to messages very promptly and things like that. And I'm just worried that that reach will be gone if I'm not chatting with people. And I know it's like a sacrifice that has to be made, and honestly, obviously to like, obey the law and continue what I'm doing. It's just something in the background that I've thought about, that like if I'm just like driving for, sometimes I chase 10 hours, there's plenty of live streams I've done that have been 10 to 12 hours. And, if I'm not chatting with anybody, then I don't want anybody to feel like that I'm just like ignoring people. But if I go live with say 200 people and I tell these 200 people currently that are watching, guys, I can't interact with the live stream because it's against the law in my state, there might be 200, 300 other people, in 2 hours from now come in and didn't even hear that message. And now they're wondering why I'm ignoring them. So it's just gonna be like a really tough thing to navigate.
Well, I mean, in my opinion, chat interaction is very important. I used to do like small scale live streaming. I think at most I probably had 30 people. I was just doing random games and whatnot. And chat interaction is like important beyond measure. That's why I say if I were you, I would find someone who can drive for me so you can sit in the passenger seat and maintain your live stream, because people don't want to just see you driving around and you talking about random things that has nothing to do with what they're seeing. I mean, of course, there's a small group of people that are willing to, deal with that. But when you look at social media and you look at the attention span of the newer generations, I feel like 75% of people are not gonna stick around for it.
Right.
You know,
Yep. I agree with you. 100%.
so you're gonna. I think your best bet is gonna be kind of moving to a passenger seat and having someone else drive for you, because yeah, you're gonna lose your engagement if you don't interact.
For
It's
sure.
just not it's not feasible.
Yeah. And that's something too that I was thinking about. It's definitely gonna be some adjustments because like the person who really like comes along and chases with me the most would be my girlfriend. And then obviously that would have to be something I would have to talk with her about like being comfortable with driving, during severe weather, because we don't just film sometimes from the outside of storms. Sometimes we go into these storms to give people, um, you know, uh, like ground truth about how strong these winds are, or how heavy the rain is, or if there's any hail in there, things like that. And with me doing this since like 2017, I am fully comfortable with just driving into stuff like that. And that's something I would have to put the pressure on somebody driving while I'm interacting, and make sure that they're going to be able to do it safely without like knowing what to do if they hydroplane, if we're chasing in the snow, like how to drive in the snow the proper way. Like it's stuff like that that is going to take a lot of adjusting, because now we're not just swapping seats to keep the engagement going and to obey the law, but now we're swapping seats, and now we're hoping that one person can drive as safely as the other.
That's true. I really did not think about that, but that is true, especially in like the snow.
Yep.
Having someone who knows how to drive in the snow is pretty important. You're all right there.
But it's not something that we can't. It's not something that we cannot do. We may just have to like change up the if it's something that like she's not comfortable with, we might have to just change up the strategy, right? Maybe not plunge into 60-mile-an-hour winds and heavy downpours. You know what I mean? I mean this stuff.
Well, that is true, but you got to remember kind of what your shtick is now. That's kind of what you're known for in this area. You know?
Yeah, it's about all the action we get. There's a bunch of rain and wind.
Yeah, but I mean, you're the guy in the area. I mean, you are the guy that chases it. You are the guy that puts it out there, and I mean, nobody else is doing it. So right now, people will probably be more willing to adjust to things for you because you're the only guy. But if someone else pops up that even does it slightly better, you know, you're gonna lose that engagement again.
Yep.
But if I were you, I mean, whenever you decide to do that live stream, I would try to make like an announcement everywhere you can, have a set time for it, try to get as many people in there as you can. And I mean, like I said, you could try to file a petition to either make exceptions to either, revoke the law completely, which probably won't happen, or to try to get them to make like a permit or something where you pay some amount of money and then they give you